when did you know, okay, I want to pursue this career in music?
It wasn't like there was one particular moment that got me from not being interested in music at all to suddenly being obsessed with it. But then I saw Ed Sheeran live, and that kind of sealed the deal for me.
What's up, friends? It's your girl, Emily Curl, and welcome back to my iHeart studio. Today, we're hanging out with rising star, singer, and songwriter. We have Blake Rose here with us. Hi, Blake. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for being here. Now, you said you're in Denver right now, so you're currently on tour with Noah Kahan. What has that been like for you so far?
Yeah, it's been crazy. This is my first tour ever, and I've been saying to people that this is literally like one of the best moments of my life so far. It's definitely been the best like month and a half of my life, actually. And even though I'm an opener, people have been super warm and welcoming and like making me feel like I belong there, and that they're not just like twiddling their thumbs being like, oh, this guy's shit. So, you know, it's been pretty fun.
A first tour, take me back to that first show, walking on stage.
The first show, I was nervous, but it was such a like crazy sort of rush onto the stage, like because I hadn't figured out my timing yet and like how long it takes me to warm up and how long I need to get ready and all that. Like we kind of cut it a bit tight, and so we got on stage on time and stuff like that. But it was all just like an adrenaline rush of making sure I'm ready, and I didn't really have any time to think about the crowd, which is usually what makes me nervous. So it was kind of chill the first night, more adrenaline than nerves.
Have you developed now any pre-show rituals that you've like done for the shows moving forward?
So like until it got really cold, I would run before every show. I would just go out and run for like 20 minutes because it just helps me warm up. Yeah, it just like gets the blood flowing, which includes like getting blood flowing into your vocal cords and stuff like that. It just helps warm up quicker. But we haven't really got like a crazy pre-show ritual in terms of like, I don't know, smelling each other's socks or something. But like, so I'm sure we'll develop something soon.
Something coming up. Now let's also talk about your debut album that you recently released, A World Gone By, which first off, congratulations. How did you feel that you want this body of work to introduce you to the world?
I love making music that's like, it feels like you're in a movie. So I would love people when listening to this EP to just like have an experience kind of thing. And I've tried to make my music as deep as possible lyrically and like sonically so that they can have that experience. And yeah, I just write like I feel relatable music for people that are my age, and there's a lot of love. There's a bit of like childhood nostalgia in it. There's like touches on my experience with trauma a little bit, and also just like growing up in the age of social media, which I feel like there's a lot of points that people could relate to.
Yeah, totally. Let's also take it back a little bit because you grew up in Australia, but you just recently moved to LA full time. What has that been like? I'm sure that's a huge difference for you.
Yeah, it's definitely super different. Australia is very chill and just easygoing. Everyone's just doing their thing, which is awesome. Well, sorry, I didn't mean Australia in general. I more meant Perth. That's the vibe I get from Perth. But when I come to LA, you know, everyone's like just going hard at their crazy dreams, and it's something that you don't really witness that often in Perth. So it's a great difference and very inspiring.
When was the moment, like growing up in Perth, like when did you know, okay, I want to pursue this career in music? Did you have a moment?
There were moments, but it wasn't like there was one particular moment that got me from not being interested in music at all to suddenly being obsessed with it. That was kind of a gradual process through like discovering guitar and like starting to learn guitar and stuff like that, and just singing in general and just falling in love with the feeling that I get when I sing. But then I saw Ed Sheeran live, and that kind of sealed the deal for me. I saw him live in, I think it was 2015, maybe it was like 2013. He was on his Multiply tour, but like I saw him at Perth Arena, and it was like, it kind of blew my mind because he was doing the loop pedal thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say the loop. Then,
yeah. I literally went home and bought both of his albums, Multiply and Plus, which were actually, they were the first albums that I'd bought like with my own money, purely for the purpose of like, I love this artist, I want to support him, even though I'm sure he was doing just fine. But like,
but you needed to.
Yeah, I listened to those albums on repeat, and then I went and bought a loop pedal and did that whole thing for like 6 months.
Okay, so if you were gonna cover one Ed Sheeran song, like on your sets, which one would it be?
I really love the song Kiss Me. It's like a really beautiful song. There's actually like so many that are very on par with each other. Even like Tenerife Sea is amazing. Yeah, there's lots.
I feel like you also love the love songs, which I personally love.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Casanova. I feel like is a fan favorite. What was the inspiration behind this one?
So like, I've never been in a relationship, And I went back home during the pandemic, and like a bunch of my friends started getting into relationships, and it just made me feel very left out. And so I kind of got myself into this weird situation where I was like almost so desperate to just get into a relationship to feel like I could fit in, but also just to like experience that while I know I had the time, that I almost started forcing myself to fall for this person, which sounds weird, but when it was happening, I didn't feel like I was forcing myself. I just felt I was just falling for this person. Yeah. But like in hindsight, I was definitely just like trying to make something happen, like creating an idea of that person in my head and like all that jazz. Just to like, I don't know, experience that feeling. But didn't work out, obviously, as you'd expect. But yeah, the song kind of came from that. And I found that as soon as I started doing that and I started falling for this person again, I noticed that like once I started showing that I cared, it started pushing that person away, because like it's the line, if you love her too fast, you'll never love her.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, Blake, I'm surprised for not being in a relationship. I feel like you like write such romantic songs, like especially on this album. Like I know Casanova's a different one.
I don't know what's gonna happen when I get into a relationship. Either the music's gonna be really bad, or it's gonna be like even better. I hope it's the latter. But like,
we are ready for that love album. Also, you have a lot to look forward to. You're about to go on tour with Ash too next spring, right?
Yes.
So exciting. Tell me about the moment you got the call.
Very, very excited for that one. Yeah, I was shocked because I didn't really expect that, because I hadn't toured yet still. And she's just dope. And for some reason, I just didn't think that I would even cross her mind to like bring on tour with. So I was very pleasantly surprised. And I'm so pumped. Like I said, she's amazing.
So exciting. So you like the tour life. You're fully enjoying this. You're ready for it to continue on to 2022.
100%. I was saying to some of my friends that I've felt more at home on the road in the past like month and a half than I have in the past like 2 years, which is super weird, but I guess like I'm very ready for 2022.
Well, we're so excited for you. Can't wait for all the tour dates coming up. Before we let you go though, Blake, I thought our audience could get to know you a little bit better. We could play a quick rapid fire game if you're down.
Cool, sounds good.
Great. Okay, so I'm going to say the first part of a sentence and you just tell me the first thing that comes to mind. All right, Blake, here's our first question. What is your most listened to artist this year?
I think it's probably like Novo or more. Like State Lines.
Yeah.
Like
oh, interesting. Okay.
Pokey. Yeah.
Okay, Blake, what is the best date you've ever been on?
It wasn't so much the thing. Okay, well, I did go skydiving as a second date once. That was pretty crazy.
A second date?
Yeah.
I like, no way. Oh,
it was ambitious.
What is like so far your best fan story?
After a show, I was hanging like back by the merch table, and this girl came up to me. She was just like saying she really liked my music, and then she started to cry like when she hugged me, and that was like the most pure thing ever. It really made me kind of realize how much like my own music can impact a person. Music can really like change someone's life sometimes, or help them through things and stuff like that. And I think that was somewhat the case for this girl, and it was just like amazing. That's
such a sweet moment. I love that. All right, Blake, last one for you. What are you asking Santa for this year?
Just love. I don't know.
Just love. We need some good love songs.
I honestly haven't thought about what I like need. I don't really need anything at the moment in terms of like gear and stuff like that. Yeah, actually, you know what I'm asking Santa for? A ticket back to Australia. To see my family.
We want that for you too. Love and going to Australia. We'll manifest that.
Yeah.
Blake, thank you so much again for taking the time. This has been so fun, and for playing our game. And congratulations on the album and the tour. So much good stuff happening for you. We're so excited for you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Now, before we let you go, where can our audience find you? Give us all the details.
You can find me on all your standard social media platforms at Blake Rose Music.
Love it. Blake, thank you so much again, and enjoy tonight. I can't wait to hear how Denver goes.
Thank you. Yeah, fingers crossed it goes well.
Thanks so much for watching our interview with Blake Rose. Make sure you stream his debut album, A World Gone By, out now on iHeartRadio, and we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.